Hey YouTube, it's Maddie the Empty Nest Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. If it's your first time, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, please subscribe, comment, and leave a thumbs up. If you're returning, I'm really glad you came back. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Today I'm doing another Tidy in 10. I have these two stamp sets that are new to my room, and I am going to make a sample of each and add them to my inventory binder. So if you're new and it's your first time and you want to play along, put me on pause, grab something to tidy up, work on, or do for 10 minutes, something maybe that has been waiting to get done and you just haven't had a chance to do it. So I'm just going to take a minute and start my timer, and while I'm gone, go and get what you would like to work on and we'll do it together. So I'm using a timer on my laptop today and it just started. So hopefully you have something to work on today also. I'm using my VersaFine Clair ink and I am stamping up my new stamp. This is a stamp positioning tool that I don't bring out too often. I have a smaller one that is generally my go-to, and that is the Stamp Perfect. They do not sell that one anymore. This one, I think, is called the Stamping Buddy Pro. I'll see if it's still available. I got it on Amazon a little while back. I don't know if they still have it or if somebody else has it. It is not my favorite, but it's a little bit larger than my go-to. And when I did try this stamp, I had some difficulty because the sides were not open on my Stamp Perfect. And this one is a better fit for this size stamp set. So what I like to do is stamp the entire image all in one piece because I am lazy, and taking it off and doing it one at a time is much more time consuming. So what I prefer is taking some washi tape, putting it on the back of the entire sheet, and trying to get an image down all at once. And when I'm through, I have a representation of what the stamp looks like, and I only had to do it once. This, if you're wondering, is the top of a Yankee Candle, and I made one of those pressure tools. I put in some, not glitter, but I made a shaker out of it, and I like to play with it. Whether it's a great tool, I am not sure, but it sure is fun to play with. So if you're interested in a tutorial on that, I'll grab a new Yankee Candle and I'd be happy to do that on camera. It is super easy. So let me know and I will bring that along. So here you can see my stamping skills are awful, and that's why I need a stamp positioner. When I first started stamping, I used blocks, and I could never, ever get a good image. Never, ever, ever. So when stamp positioners came out, I wasn't even interested in looking at them because, hey, I was bad at stamping. So that wasn't going to be something that I invested in. But what I didn't realize was that's who a stamp positioner is for. If you are bad at stamping or have difficulty getting a clear image, Stamp Positioner is your best friend. Now, I don't stamp a whole lot, but I do like to stamp from time to time. Without this item, I would never stamp. Never, ever. Even now, it takes me multiple times to get an image. But eventually, I can get an image that you can read, that you can see, and that I would use on a card. So that being said, if I had to purchase a new one, if I broke mine, if I misplaced it, for whatever reason, I absolutely would replace this thing in a minute. And if I had to, I would buy the expensive one that I swore I would never buy. I prefer not to. This was less than half the price of that. My Stamp Perfect was maybe a tenth of the price. I think I got it for $12 with a coupon. But can't stamp without it. So here's the image. Oh, I believe I still missed some at the bottom. Let's see if we could grab that little piece. Oh, I need some ink there. I can see I missed inking this edge. So even that, you could just see what's missing and address it. And now it's not missing any longer. So not the best image I ever stamped. However, never ever would I be able to do that without a stamp positioner. So that is a good investment for me. So I'm just going to wipe this down briefly, and then you can see how I started this off by using the washi tape. And if it's something you would like to try with your stamp positioner, you will be able to do so. So the washi tape, I'm going to see if I can get it to stay right there. Looks like I left it all. And I'm going to grab the other stamp. Here we go. So these are some funny little stamps that I picked up from Art Impressions. I think they're adorable. I love picking these up because the old folks is where I'm at right now. So I don't know, if you're not an old person, maybe you don't want to send this to someone. But for me to share with my friends or my husband, it's just fine. So I line it up here on this side, and I pick it up just as if I wasn't using the washi tape. And see if it holds, and it did. So take my VersaFine Clair and ink it up. And see if I can get an impression there. Hopefully I can. And when I'm through, these guys will be ready to inventory. So I am the worst stamper, even with the positioning tool. As you can see, I needed multiple passes. I had to use my hands. I had to use my tool. I had to re-ink. You know, normally what I should do is condition my stamp first. I did not do that. I wanted to see if I could get these both done in 10 minutes. And because I know what kind of stamper I am, I wanted to make it as quick as I could. So hopefully it'll get done, and we'll be done with at least this segment of making samples for my stamp binder. And be prepared to move along to the next section of inventorying and my new stamps and putting them away. Oh, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I really should have conditioned my stamp, but it is what it is. We are what we are, and that's where I am right now. So let's see if we can make this happen. And almost. Pretty good. And we're done. So, ooh, one more spot. Oh no, and I picked it up. Let's see. Yeah. So, stamp positioner is my best friend. Can't get an image without it. It's not perfect, but it's just a sample. And we made it in under the wire. So, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to shut that down so I can say goodbye. And hopefully you were able to get a little something done too. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And subscribe if you're brand new and you enjoyed it. Above all, everybody, stay safe. Bye-bye, YouTube.